What is going on, everyone? Welcome. Hope you're having a beautiful one today. Let's go ahead and listen to some Iron Butterfly. Let's go ahead and listen to their track Vida, which is off of their album of the same name, which was released in 1968. Got it right here. I got it. Now, I have the vinyl, I have the record, but let's go ahead and watch the live version, huh? Why not? One I've heard was highly recommended, so, instead of doing both the studio and the live, let's just this time choose the live version. So we're going to go ahead and watch them bust this jam out. This is from 1968, original full version. I'm excited about this. I know that this came highly recommended. This is a song that apparently a lot of people know. Apparently it's really popular from the band. As far as I know, I do not know it. So this would be totally new. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and watch and listen to Iron Butterfly with Vida. Where is my vinyl copy, by the way? Because at least while I'm listening to this, even though it's not, the studio version, I would like to not follow along, but have the record in hand. I know it's over here somewhere. Hold on. I know it's over here in this direction. It's on this side. I know it's on this side of my cabinet. I see it. See? I know how I organize things most of the time. I know how I organize it. It just takes me a second. You just gotta stick with me and listen. Everything will be alright. But there you go. There's the record itself. I love that album cover, by the way. What is that? Some osmosis or something going on over there? There's some biological stuff happening. And then you have all the members here on the back, which is great because this way I can compare who's playing what, use proper names as we get into it. Let me pull up my software here so I can even get ready to start recording the music. I guess I should have done that first, huh? That just makes it harder in editing, but you know what? That's okay. Hey, I hope that you guys are having a wonderful one. Thank you as always for being here. I'm going to go ahead and move myself over to the side a little bit, put the screen right about here, and I'll lower my microphone just a smidge, and we'll kind of go through it. Let's do it. Iron Butterfly in Gadda, Vida. Let's go.
In a Gadda, Vida, honey, don't you know that I'm loving you? In a Gadda, Vida, baby, don't you know that I'll always be true? Oh, won't you come with me and take my hand? Oh, won't you come with me and I'll walk this line? Please take my hand. Let me tell you, in a Gadda, Vida, honey, don't you know that I'm loving you? In a Gadda, Vida, baby, don't you know that I'll always be true? Oh, won't you come with me and take my hand? Oh, won't you come with me and walk this line? Please take my hand. It's all right. All right, now come.
Listen to that fly on the guitar. While the organ is bumping the top. Like sprinkles on electric ice cream. Like how he does a little triple hit on the ride, just to enunciate that little riff. That's cool. You're a psychedelic. Check that guy's record. It's my notes. Nice switch. Somebody know that you were strangling to your loved one. Okay. A fade out to drums and bass. I like that. I like that. Nice transition. Drum solo. Kick to maintain, toms to play a little bit. That's a musical drum solo. That's great. dizzying. Stop the flashing. Getting dizzy. We're going too fast. I'm getting dizzy now. Some intern at the editing learned something. He's feeling it so much. Ooh. That's smooth. That's smooth. The organ rice. That's a great flow. That's a really, really good flow. Scratchy, screechy guitar coming. Scared me. This is elephant top with blue. Start the return.
a Gadda of Vida, honey. Don't you know that I'm loving you? In a Gadda of Vida, baby. Don't you know that I'll always be true? Oh, won't you come with me and take my hand? Oh, won't you come with me and walk this line? Please take my hand.
Drop it all out. Long form return. That's it. That's it. That's it. It almost started over again. All right, what an awesome gem that is. Oh, let me keep this because I'm going to use the back for reference so I can use some names when talking about this. Gadda de Vida. What a great performance. For a 17-minute long song, everything made sense. There were no frills about it, no extravagant flourishes that felt unneeded or unearned. Everything here felt earned. Everything made so much sense. The momentum and the dynamics I thought were brilliant throughout, especially the momentum carried by the drummer. I really, really like his drumming. That's going to be Ron Bushy, who's here playing the drums. I just really enjoyed how he kept momentum, especially as we moved into, this section with like the guitar solo and the organ solo, which love their solos, both of them. But then as the music began to fade from melody, we were just left with the emptiness of his drumming. And the way that he carried that momentum from the beginning, I thought was just really, really well played. If you notice with his drumming, a lot of it was focused on the kick. And he used that kick to carry forth that energy into his drum solo. And even in at least the first half of his drum solo, he was still relying on the kick to keep time and everything, but playing toms around it, playing fills around it, coming up with these really nice rhythms, jungle beats that were bouncy, dancey, and just hard. And yet, his drum solo, while it was a solo, it didn't feel like a show-off solo. It felt like a rhythmic solo. It felt like a solo with purpose. And that's one thing that, as much as I love drums and as much as I really enjoy drum solos, sometimes you just want to hear a drummer come up with a cool groove. And you want to hear them play within that groove, making small alterations to their drumming. And I thought that he did a great job doing that. Performing the groove, making it catchy, but then changing himself and the rhythm of it all, the shape of it all, within that body itself. I thought that was really fantastic. And then the way he eventually faded down, and then the music began to come right back up. Guitarist, that was the chair, that was not me. The guitarist here, that is going to be Eric Brand, who apparently was 17 years old during this. The youngest of the groups, 17 years old, Eric Brand. His guitar playing went from bluesy rock and roll and heavy rock into some Adrian Blue, King Crimson kind of stuff. When he started just playing with the noises. And the song was appropriately psychedelic, and yet, once again, I kind of come back to that one word that I'm finding myself drawn to with this, and it's purpose. It's giving you the lights and the colors and the vibrancy of psychedelia, and yet still keeping it not constrained or restrained, but to a form. This doesn't feel formless, this doesn't feel improvised, and yet at the same time, it doesn't, at least to me, feel overly rehearsed, overly stringent, or, locked in. It's appropriately loose and and contained at the same time. And I just think that that comes to how well the band are performing with one another, with themselves. Bass playing was also really nice. I heard a few little licks coming up every once in a while. I heard a few. You know, I thought we were going to get like a bass solo. There was a moment there before the drum solo when I thought we were going to get a bass solo. We didn't hear a bass solo, but that's okay because I still enjoyed the bass playing. That's going to be Lee Dorman playing bass. Just a very heavy bass line. And then the organ. I love how it's being played here. Organ is going to be, hold on, give me one moment. That's going to be Doug Engel, who's also going to be singing on here. I really, really enjoyed that organ playing. The solo, fantastic. The tone, the sharp tone, especially that first solo while the guitar was being played. I just like how scratchy at certain moments the guitar was compared to the not smooth, but smoother tones of the organ. It was just nicely how they played off of each other and played off of each other's tones and feels. And then the organ, as we got into the second half, we got more of a solo spot, almost a churchy kind of gospely organ, just a bit, just a touch. And then we got some little frills, little flourishes at the end of that organ line, and then they would move right back into the jam, right back into the swing of things of the verse and how that was played and sung. Which, by the way, the singing, which is also going to be Doug Engel on here, such a deep voice of magnitude. A voice that you can't help but pay attention to. A voice that has epic proportions to it, but without going that extra mile, because it's an unneeded mile. We don't need to go that far. There was the perfect amount of like raspiness in his voice too, but it's also a vocal that commands attention, which I thought was cool, like especially in the mix with the music. I think that was a great combination, just how well he brought the music up with his singing. Even though there's not a lot of singing in here, there's not much at all, it's beginning and end. But it was perfectly seasoned where it needed to be, where it was on the dish. Can we talk about the video, by the way? Can I talk about the video? The video was cool, but I think some intern got into the editing room and was practicing the new techniques that he was learning. I had to look away a little bit when the images were flashing back and forth. That was a bit much. Hey, that didn't start till maybe about halfway through, so maybe by that point everyone was baked and it was... But for me, it was a bit much. I did like some of the crossfading though, between images. For example, on the drummer, I really like how we got his facial expressions, but then it would kind of cross between that and his hands. So that was kind of cool, you know? Obviously, the image quality isn't the greatest. I mean, it's 1968, right? But I did think that was kind of a cool technique that they used in there. I did like that. And we did get a lot of focus, rather, on the band, on the individuals, like what they were doing. So you could see the guitarist's hands. You could see, you know, the drummer, what he was doing. I like that. Oh, by the way, going back to the drumming, the way he exits out of that drum solo, just gets into the side stick, and they all come back from that organ first, bring him back to life. That's satisfying, the way he ended it. That's why I really enjoyed the drumming, because is it the most complicated drumming? No, 100% no. But why does it need to be? That's a pocket. That's deep pockets. Let's go over these lyrics, huh? Which I didn't have up because, you know, I was watching the video. In a Gadda Vida, honey, don't you know that I'm loving you? In a Gadda Vida, baby, don't you know that I'll always be true? Or won't you come with me and take my hand? I love the this and that. Come with me and take my hand. Or won't you come with me and walk this land? Please take my hand. Let me tell you now, in a Gadda Vida, baby, or honey, don't you know that I'm loving you? Blah, 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 blah. He repeats those lines. Won't you come with me? I'm basically just getting wherever we're going. I'll be with you. You'll be with me. We're going to be happy. Won't you come with me? Walk this land. No matter where we go, no matter what lies ahead in our future, take my hand. I'll take your hand. You take my hand. We're going to be all right. I'm just looking on Wikipedia to see if there's any extra information pertaining to this track. And also because obviously we watched and listened to the live version, I don't know what differences there are between the live and the studio. I'm imagining probably not too many, but who knows, you know. It says here that the lyrics, a love song from the biblical Adam to his mate Eve. This is about Adam and Eve? Okay. Are simple and are only heard at the beginning of the end. Oh, okay, I get it. I get it now, guys. I get it. Gadda de Vida, derived from in the Garden of Eden. Gadda de Vida. Gadda de Vida, de Eden, de Vida. According to drummer Ron Bushy, Doug Engel wrote the song one evening while drinking an entire gallon of Red Mountain wine. A gallon? When the inebriated Engel, say that 5 times fast, then played the song for Bushy, who wrote down the lyrics for him, he was slurring his words so badly that what was supposed to be in the Garden of Eden was interpreted by Bushy as Gadda de Vida. and yet it sounds so right and it flows so right. Can you imagine your bandmate saying, yeah, the song's called Gadda de Vida. And you're like, say that again? Gadda de Vida. She just goes along with it. Okay, Gadda de Vida, sure. Whatever you say, Oh, man. Yeah, otherwise, I don't see anything necessarily extra interesting on this one. Like, extra interesting facts. One of the genres, I'm looking at, like, the genres now attributed to this song. Acid rock, psychedelic rock, hard rock, heavy metal. Okay, I can get all that. Occult rock. What's occult rock? A subgenre of rock music originated in the late 1960s. Bands such as Coven and Black Widow. Sounds kind of cool, actually. Anyways, before I go on that, let me know what you guys thought. Hope that you enjoyed the video. Hope that you enjoyed the music. Of course, I hope that you enjoyed myself as well. Lastly, first and foremost, the music. If you did, don't forget to comment below. You can like the video before you leave. You can subscribe. I don't know why you're watching this far and you're not subscribed. You might as well subscribe. just do it. Just do it. You can also follow me on Twitter, support the channel on Patreon. But otherwise, that's it for now, guys. I will see you later. Have a wonderful day. Or if I drink an entire gallon of wine, have a good day. How would you even spell that? Have a good day. Have a good day. Bye.